everybody, it's Susie. Welcome to my craft room. I want to do a little update. I want to do a few shout outs. I want to show you a happy mail. So I've got some things I want to do today. First of all, let me give you an update. I did go into the hospital thing. Well, I don't remember what night it was now. You'll understand why I'm a little bit confused in a minute. But anyway, y'all knew that I was going in to have that sleep study done because I'm having trouble breathing and not being able to breathe at night and being just exhausted all the time. So I went, and it was a bad time. When I got there, my power chair was broken again. So but I had a great nurse who came down to, check me in. And he was so kind. He carried stuff up to my room for me, and then he came back to get me and brought a wheelchair down for me. And so I was able to sit in the wheelchair, and bless his heart, he carried more stuff up for me and pushed me at the same time. Just really, really appreciated that. And then, of course, they took me to my room, and he was really nice. And he said, look, fill out these papers, no hurry, just take your time, relax, rest a little bit. When you get them done, that'll be fine. Somebody will be by in just a little bit to check on you. Well, nobody came by for quite a while, and I ended up falling asleep. And just a short time later, they finally came in a little after 11 to start getting me hooked up. Well, I had to be there, that many hours early. I have no earthly idea, but they finally got it all situated. And I had prayed. I said, Lord, whatever's going on, please let them see it. Because usually when you got a problem and you go to the doctor, it's never there when you need them to see it. So, I just prayed. I said, Lord, whatever it is, let them see it in this study. Well, I don't know how many wires they hook up to you. 25, 50, I don't know. It's a bunch. How anybody can sleep hooked up like that, I have no idea. But they hooked me up, and I did doze off to sleep a few times, which I needed to do. And they got to see everything. They got to see the restless leg syndrome. They got to see the Charlie horses I have at night. They got to see the asthma attacks I have during the night. They got to see it all. So they came in. I can't remember what time it is now, but they came in. It was, I'm going to guess about 4 or 5 o'clock. Like I said, I'm a little bit confused about stuff right now, but they came in and they said, we really need you to sleep. We need some more sleep time on you. I said, look, I'm doing the best that I can. When you have this much pain and this much struggles, and then you add the breathing problems on top of it, it's really hard to sleep. And now you've got me hooked up and, all this stuff. And, somebody's watching me. And that's just creepy. I'm sorry, but it's just creepy to know that somebody's watching you sleep. And so he said, we really need this. Try to go back to sleep. And so I did, and I did doze off for a little bit. I don't know if they got enough sleep time on there or not, but, if I slept 2 hours combined the whole time, that would be, in my opinion, a lot, because it was very difficult. So they did release me the next morning, and I left and went home. I was exhausted from the whole experience, and they used something to glue some of these wire things, electrodes or whatever, to your hair or your head. And so this stuff is all in your hair. And when the guy went to put him in my hair, I said, are you putting glue in my hair? And he said, no, it's not glue. We're using membranes. And I said, well, please do not tell me what that means. I don't even want to know what that means. I just don't tell me. And I said, does it come out when I wash my hair? Oh, yeah, no problem. Great, okay. And so several times during, putting these things on, he would mention these membranes. And I said, please, can we just use another word? I'd rather you say glue at this point. I mean, that just doesn't even sound good, and I don't want to know what that means. So, of course, when I got home, the first thing I did was take my clothes off. I mean, as soon as I walk in the door, my washer and dryer are there. And so I took my clothes off and threw them in the washing machine because, I had been exposed to the nurses and such. And then I went in the bathroom and took a shower, of course, and got out and, dried off and went to brush my hair, and that mess was still in my hair. 3 showers later, and there was still a mess in my hair. I don't know how many more showers it's going to take to get all of it out, but I mean, for the most part, it's off my scalp, but, you know, my hair's not long, but it's, you know, kind of medium, and so it's like, you know, it's not on my scalp, it's more towards the bottom, so hopefully it's working its way out, but that's just gross. So if y'all know what they're talking about with the membranes, please don't tell me. That's just too much information for me. But, so I ended up resting all that day. I was so tired, and I was hurting so bad, because I couldn't get in a comfortable sleep position there, or else you pull all your wires off. So I rested and slept most of the day, and then the next day, I had to go to town and get something, and I did. And when I came back, I needed to use the bathroom, like really bad. And so I didn't take the time to take my walker or wheelchair out of the car and come up the ramp. And like an idiot, I came up the steps, and my railing on my porch broke. And when it did, I fell. And I got hurt pretty good. I messed up my ankle and my hip, my shoulder, and my pride. But the biggest thing was when I came in, when I fell, I obviously had an accident because I was in a hurry to get in, so I wouldn't have an accident. When I fell, you know, so when I came in, of course, I took my clothes off, threw them in the washer, went in the bathroom to clean up, and I felt something on my face, and I reached up, and it was blood. And so I looked to see where it was coming from, and I was bleeding from the ear. So I ended up having to call the ambulance to come get me, because I knew that it was not good. And so they took me to the hospital and checked me out, and sure enough, I had a tiny little brain bleed. So they kept me, and I'm going to guess this was, you know, it was late afternoon, you know, when we finally got all that done. And I guess it was about midnight or so, they did another CAT scan. Now, I was on blood thinners. You know, I'm on blood thinners all the time, and they say I will be for the rest of my life because I've had so many strokes and pulmonary embolisms, which means blood clots in your lungs. And so they of course, you know, stopped the blood thinners, and they had to give me something to thicken my blood up a little bit, which makes me kind of walk a tightrope on needing the blood thinners and the blood thinners causing problems. So you know, we're trying to figure out a balance of that. But anyway, the one they did at midnight showed that it was not bleeding like it was. It was like more of a little drip occasionally. And so then we repeated it again about 6 o'clock the next morning, and the bleeding had stopped. It had clotted, and so I told him I needed to leave the hospital because, you know, I'm high risk, and, you know, with our coronavirus being out of control in this state right now, I just could not afford to be subjected to that. And so they told me if I left, I would be leaving against medical advice. And I said, well, then that's what I'm going to do. But, you know, I can't keep taking risks like this. I mean, I've already been at the sleep study place, you know, then I had to ride in an ambulance, and God only knows, you know, how clean they are. You know, then y'all brought me in through the emergency room, God forbid, you know, and then I've had to go in these machines, and then the nurses come in, you know, and out and touch me, and, you know, I have to leave. And so I did. I came home, you know, I'm very sore. I'm very sore. My ankle, I don't know what I've done to it, but it was pretty swollen and very black and blue, so I might have twisted it or something. I don't think it's broke because I can put pressure on it, but it is painful. But anyway, I am recovering. I'm not at 100%. I'm a little confused, and I'm sure that's just from the fall and, you know, hitting my head and having the brain bleed. I'm very aware. You know, I'm monitoring my blood pressure. I'm checking my eyes to make sure, you know, I don't see any blood in my eyes. You know, headaches, things like all the things that, you know, you need to look for when you kind of have this issue. And so I'm not exactly sure when we'll do another scan, but for right now, I'm just going to kind of to go with it. I'm trying to relax and not bend over or do anything to cause that clot to break loose and, you know, get the brain started bleeding again. So I do want to thank Sharon over at Connections of Lives and Interest for trying to update y'all yesterday as the best that she could. I really appreciate that. Y'all just don't know how much that means to me. She is a great friend. if y'all haven't subscribed to her channel already, please go over and subscribe and support her, you know, and not only subscribe, but actually watch her videos. She does really short little videos, and she's just cute as a button. And she's, you know, the sweetest saint that y'all have ever met. I mean, she is just so giving and caring to our whole community of elderlies and shut-ins. Okay, so I mentioned that, and I just thank her. I mean, I just do. Okay, so I wanted to mention Aisha over at Young's Paper Creations. I want to thank everybody so much for supporting her. There were a few of us who, you know, did a VR for her. We promoted her channel. We promoted her big giveaway that she had. And she went from 200 subscribers to over 500 in, you know, in a couple of weeks. I don't even know if it was a couple of weeks. It was quick. And now, you know, with just a week or so later, she's up to almost 1,000 subscribers. I mean, if we all blow really hard, we can push her over 1,000 subscribers. So please continue to support her channel by subscribing, by actually watching the videos, even if you have to watch them in double time. You know, if there's a technique or something that she does or something that you want to see, you can always write down the video and the time that it was, and then go back and see it, you know, when you have more time. That's absolutely what I do. But anyway, thank you for supporting her channel. I have another note, but I cannot remember. Oh, anyway, so the next person that I want to mention is Thelma over at Thelma's Creations. If y'all haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe to Thelma's channel. She is a sweetheart, a sweetheart. She has, at this point, less than 500 subscribers. I don't know exactly how many right at the moment, but she has less than 500. You know, I'd like to get her pushed up over 1,000. So everybody, you know, that has a YouTube channel, please go and promote Thelma at Thelma's Creations. Help her to grow, to get, you know, 1,000 subscribers. But she is so sweet, and she did a video recently mentioning, well, she actually made a piece that I had made honoring G. Kerr. And Thelma so sweetly referenced my video and also referenced G. Kerr's video on it. And she didn't have to do that. I mean, she did not have to, you know, point out that, you know, that she had seen it on my channel. You know, as long as G got the credit for, you know, the design, you know, that's all I ever ask, is that, you know, whoever, you know, the creator is, you know, that you give them credit for it. But, and I do appreciate, because I do the same thing. You know, if I learned something from you, but it wasn't your original design, I'm still going to mention that it was inspired by you, because that's, you know, where I learned it or saw it. And so, Thelma, I appreciate you. I really, really do. We want to try to get you up over 1,000 subscribers. I'm really excited for you, growing like you are. And I look forward to growing with you as we grow both of our channels. So, you know, we're still helping each other out, y'all. So everybody help each other. Okay, I wanted to mention Tanya over at Tattoo's Treasures. Let me tell y'all what. That is a precious, precious soul. Tanya has been a subscriber of mine from the very start of my channel. I don't know how I was blessed enough to get her as one of my very first subscribers. But she has supported me every step of the way. She has commented, I think, on every single video that I've posted. She has helped me with my sound and my video quality in general. You know, and I asked for that. I said, you know, please, y'all, tell me how it looks, how it sounds. And every time, you know, she was so faithful and just did that. And she did not have to take the time to do that. I mean, she didn't have to watch my videos at all. But she is doing exactly what it means to support a channel. She's subscribed. She's commenting. She's giving a thumbs up. And, you know, she's learning me. I mean, and that's what she does. That's who she is. When my friend Sharon started her channel, and I mentioned the shout out to her and, you know, told people about it, Tanya went over there immediately, subscribed to Sharon's channel, watched her videos, commented on them, not just took the time to comment on them, but she came back to me on my channel and told me how much she enjoyed Sharon and Sharon's channel. You know, that takes time to actually comment on Sharon's content, basically to welcome her, you know, to the community as well, and then come back to me. You know, that's precious, y'all. And, you know, I had mentioned, you know, Possum Patty from Pennsylvania, and the reason that I like Possum Patty is because she does nature journaling, and she actually takes her camera outside in nature, you know, and you get to see the flower, the tree, you know, the bug, the birds, whatever it is that she's seeing, you get to see. And then you watch her journal what she sees, you know, to draw and color what she sees. And she does the research on, you know, different plants, birds, bugs, whatever, and has that information written in the journal. And you learn so much. But it is a break, you know, and her videos are usually, you know, only about 10 minutes, you know, maybe a few minutes more, a few minutes less, you know, average about 10 minutes, I think. But it's 10 minutes a day that it takes me away from the cares of the world, the worries of the household, the, you know, the crafting, any pressures that I put on myself, and gets me out in nature. And so Tanya went over there and checked that out. And you know what? She came back to me again and said, I understand what you mean about, you know, that kind of taking you away and out in nature. And she really appreciated it. And, you know, Tanya didn't have to check out anybody that I mentioned. And she certainly didn't have to take the time to come back and comment to me. Do y'all know how precious that is? I mean, to have a friend like that. So y'all, if y'all aren't subscribed to Tanya over at Tatty Treasures, you need to do that. I mean, she is awesome too. So definitely check her out. Okay. I also wanted to update about the bird. I thought I had done an update video, but it may not have loaded. The very next day, the bird was adopted by another mama bird, and she ended up getting him over to a big brush pile. And I didn't know whether she was going to attack him or why she had chased him over there. And then, you know, later I saw that she had baby birds already in there that were about his size, and so he got him a new bird mommy that was protecting him. She dove bombed me a couple of times trying to get me away from him. So she thought that was one of her babies, I suppose, and now she's taking him in, and I appreciate that. And so I got this this phone call the next day, and it was a friend of mine named Joanne, and she said that she had made some zucchini bread and asked if I would like some, that it was, you know, fresh out the oven, it was still hot. And I said, well, absolutely. So she brought it by, you know, to drop it off. And she was right. When I opened up that aluminum foil, that bread was just, I mean, so warm. So I cut a piece off, you know, slathered it with butter, went and sat down and ate it. And oh my goodness, you want to talk about, oh my goodness. I mean, tongue slapping your brains. I mean, that was good eating. So then I went back for another piece, and this time I didn't put any butter on it, and it melted in my mouth. The best zucchini bread I had ever had. She'd cut back on the sugar, eliminated the cinnamon, so you could really taste more of the flavors in the bread without it being overpowered by the cinnamon, and without it being sweet like a cake, you know. And I appreciated that. Well, she had this card, and she said she was going to mail it, but since she was coming, she just thought she'd hand deliver it to me. I want y'all to know this touched my heart so much. She didn't have to do this. She didn't have to do this, but you know, there are good people in this world. There are people who are caring. There are people who are thoughtful. And I want to share this. And it says, not all heroes wear capes. Thanks for all you do. You're a special lady to be Jodine's mama. Jodine was a little bird. Thanks. Thank you. Love you, Joanne. I've never been a hero. Will never be a hero. But the fact that she took the time, and that it meant so much to her, that she gave me a card, and a card that said something that amazing. I mean, I don't deserve it, but I'm going to tell you, it meant so much to me that she thought enough of me to do that. So I did want to thank her. I'm hoping that Joanna's going to start her own channel. She does. Her husband is currently on dialysis, and they do it from home. But Joanne cooks 3 meals a day for her and her husband. I mean, it's just the two of them, and she still cooks 3 meals a day. Whereas, you know, I'm like Marie Callender. Throw it in the microwave, 4 minutes, turn it, stir it, whatever. Another 3 minutes, and let it sit for a couple, and then you got supper. When you're done, you know, you throw that in the trash, you throw the box in the trash, you put your fork in the dishwasher, you know, and dinner's done, cleanup's done. It's all just lovely. But she cooks 3 times a day, and she is an awesome cook. She does gardening. And obviously they have struggles, you know, in their life with dialysis, you know, and going through all that. And so I think that people would benefit from her gardening. I think they would benefit from her cooking skills. I think they would benefit from seeing how she stays encouraged and happy while they are dealing with so much at home and through dialysis. You know, and I just think that people would benefit from that. So I'm encouraging her to do that. Sharon is encouraging her to do that. So hopefully we're going to see something from Joanne soon. Okay, now I have a happy mail that I want to share. And this one is awesome, awesome, awesome. So this is from Jean Green. And I don't know what I want to show first. And I have already looked at this because I tried to already film this. And, of course, that didn't work out well for me. So if this video works well, then later today, after I rested some, I am going to start catching up on my Honoring G Curve videos. And I have, in a Christmas and summer collaboration, I have my little Christmas pad here that I'm going to use for my project that was actually due yesterday. But I did explain to Dawn that, you know, I had these issues, and I apologize profusely for not having it done on time, but obviously I haven't been able to. Anyway, look at these that Jean sent me. She knew I didn't have any die cuts or a die cutting machine. Aren't these gorgeous? Look at this. Look at this. And I think she painted that with some glitter paint. I'm not sure what all she used on that. And then that, you know, is just some paper. I mean, just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. And anybody who does die cuts knows what a pain in the hind end it is to take all these little pieces out too. So it's not just that you get to put them through there and they're all done. Then you got to, you know, take out the pieces and poke them and all that. Aren't these absolutely gorgeous? And this one is thicker, like it's out of, you know, some packaging. And it feels good. I like that. And this one is real thick too. I'm not sure what that's out of, but it's really, really pretty. And this looks like it was done with some scrap paper, maybe. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. You know, you can paint these, ink these, do whatever. I mean, just beautiful pieces. Thank you, Jean, so much. Uh-oh. You know, I wish that we knew who all does die cuts, you know, and that would sell their, you know, some of their pieces like packages like this. You know, say maybe a frames or, you know, tags or, you know, just whatever they have. So that, you know, we can go in their Etsy and you know, and purchase them, because I don't have a die cut machine right now. And, you know, I would love to have more die cuts. I want y'all to look at this. Is that cool? I think that's ink. I'm not sure, but it was definitely brushed on. It doesn't feel like paint, but I might be surprised. Aren't those cute? I mean, those are so pretty. Look, and this one is a thicker one. Don't y'all love the colors and just a tiny little bit of sparkle that's on there? I mean, just great stuff. Look at there. And this one has more of the pinks on it. And these are definitely like chipboard. Love, love, love those too. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Uh-oh. What did I do with that package? Right there. Okay. So, let me get into this one. And I have seen so many people with these. And I have been green with envy. I've been wanting some of these. And I don't know if they're all like this, but this looks like it's, you know, got stitches around it. I mean, that's like faux stitching. So cool. And there are several of these in there. And then more frame type pieces. Gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous pieces. I cannot wait to use these. Aren't these amazing? And this is like a, you know, like the old Polaroid cameras, you know, where it spit the picture out, you know, and the picture would be here, and then you could write whatever in there. So just great, awesome pieces. Jean, you did so good. I am so spoiled. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and there's a couple more little pieces in here. Look at there. Aren't those adorable? I don't know what she did on that one. I have no clue, but I like the looks of that. That looks like leather, actually. I mean, that is really pretty. Or maybe suede or something. I mean, it really looks nice. So I'm going to have to ask Jean if she remembers what she did. Of course, if I say, you know, the little die cut you sent me that has the brown on it, what did you do to do that? She's probably going to say, which one? I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Because there's so many, you know, and you could tell she did different techniques on some of these. Check these out, y'all. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? That is so cute with the little birds and stuff on it. And that's like a little label one and some hearts. And I love, love, love hearts. I don't know what I would do with the shiny ones just yet, but oh, I'll figure out something. Trust and believe that. And a little, oh my goodness, like a little label thing. Wouldn't that be cute to put some little brads in that on the end? Oh, that'd be so adorable. Look here, more hearts. I love that paper. Love polka dots. Oh, and the cats. Look at there. Aren't these great? Oh my goodness. Look at the little bear. This feels like paper bag. I believe it is paper bag. I wonder if she stamped on that and like multiple designs and then cut that out. I don't know, but it's cute. And some of these papers have a great texture to them, and some of them feel like they're even embossed. I mean, she really, really gave me a great variety of different textures, different colors, different papers. You know, some in like scrapbooking paper, some like in cardstock, some in like chipboard. I mean, just a great, great variety. Thank you, Jean. Oh my goodness, thank you. I can't get this one up. Oh my. Struggle's real. Oh my. I guess I could put these back up off camera, but it just takes a few seconds. Don't think I'm going to run out of time before, well, I'm getting close. All right, I'm hurrying. Well, let me show you this piece, because this is amazing. Would y'all look at this tag? Oh my God, is that like totally amazing? She has this image of this woman on here, and then it looks like a crown that was the top of her bird cage, and then she put these embellishments on here. And this she's layered up so pretty. You know, this is like a piece of like crocheted stuff, and then some paper, and then a beautiful paper butterfly with a little pearl on it. Got the word longing on here, and then, you know, she left me a nice little message. Just thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that so much. And then these flowers, I'm not going to take them out of the package because I won't get them back in. I do not want to mess them up. I'm so excited to have these. Angela Kerr uses these when she's making her envelopes and stuff. And I've been wanting some so bad. And so thank you, Jean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really, really have been wanting these. And I will be using these really soon. Really, really soon. And then this is some more die cuts. This paper is thick. It's like a cardstock, but it's slicky. I don't know how to describe it. And then some nice squares. Well, and then look, another one of those Polaroid looking picture frames. And then this, and they're cute. Stars with that same feeling paper, circle frame. I love these. I love them. Thank you, Jean. Oh my goodness, thank you. Little bitty star. If I can pick it up, probably not. Look, more of those Polaroid frames. I love these. I love them. Look at there. Thank you, Jean. Oh my gosh, thank you so, so much. You are amazing. Okay, y'all. Well, I think that's going to be it. I was going to show you one other thing that I got that I had actually bought from Johnny, you know, during one of her sales over at the Junk Journal shop. Isn't that Johnny's channel? Junk Journal? Junk Journal something. Junk Journal shop, I think. Anyway, y'all know who Johnny is. Everybody subscribe to Johnny. Okay, so thank you all so much. I hope to be able to get back in here and do some crafting today. Obviously, I'm really, really sore. Sitting is very difficult for me right now. Everything is kind of difficult. Just getting around is an extreme challenge. But I do want to get my piece out for Christmas collaboration if at all possible. And I want to get started back with my Honoring G. Kerr videos. You know, it just means so much to me to do those. I'm really, really enjoying them. People seem to be really enjoying them as well. And I'm enjoying the fact that people are crafting along with me. Somebody, I believe it was Thelma over at Thelma's Creations. I'm not positive, but I believe it was Thelma when I told her I was crafting along with her. She said, it is so nice to know when people are crafting along with you. Because you don't feel like you're so much by yourself. And she is so right about that. Okay, y'all. Be blessed. I'll see you in a little bit. Have a great, great day. Be good to each other. Hugs and blessings all around. Bye.